everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Winston. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now Newton on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On first and 10, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Mitchell. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Play fake here on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, Mitchell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Second down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down now, Mitchell. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Jameis to throw it. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 24-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. To throw, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Kelvin Benjamin. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 77 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st down, Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
From his goal line here, Newton. And this one's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, McCaffrey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it third down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. A first down throw for Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. The 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And he puts it through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. On first down, Mitchell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. So they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On second down, Mitchell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Gets through, and now an opening. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Here's Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that'll set them back 5. And they're going to go soft on the corners. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned. To how did each play work? Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Here's Newton. Completes it to Benjamin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the red zone now, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To throw on second down is Newton. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like forward-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Winston. He's got Evans. And some room to work. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are able to strike for 6. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
On 2nd down now, Mitchell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Mitchell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Bucs on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jameis to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken farm from last night's gone to your head. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Winston now to throw on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Second and 5. Now Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Jameis now on first down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for two. To the air again with Winston. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. It's caught, Nelson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now it's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And they give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The shotgun snap for Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Corn Elder.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Panthers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so